like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watch 57.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking to throw. Drake eluding the pressure right. He'll check this down to Hines. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Drake. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go. At their own 37-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
2nd and 10. Catch made by Slayton. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Jets' 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Ebron's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And
he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
54 mark.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw on 2nd down. Drake nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And now running right through it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 84 yards, and the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Check 50.
Off the play fake, Drake. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
36 all day, dog.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw on second down. Drake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
55, my God, 55. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check three, Choco. Wide, get wide. Switch. Hatchet. Kill. He's coming.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Jets.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Finding room inside the 40.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. That's complete to Slayton. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They run again with Hines. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Pickett. This is Johnson. He's got it. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
It's a gain of 18.
Throwing on first down. Pickett. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues...
And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
It's going to be a long day. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Rest. 99. Check 99. Yeah. 3. Alert 3. Off.
On fourth down, Pickett looking for Campbell downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win calls. Slam.
Operating from the gun. Pickett, he's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Pickett, his throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Pickett. Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Going for Hurd on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, New York.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Buying time to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
You can't move it. You got to get that. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
He'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Equanimeous St. Brown. Results in a 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebacker, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys